Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got a man, complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Mahomes firing complete, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Zach Ertz, 26 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Ready. 5-9. 53 is the mark. Got you, boy. Kill. Ready, back.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get him into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Zach, 5-8. It's just me and you.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Giants add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. DeAndre Hopkins, 76 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. New York set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. That's complete. It's Bell. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And some room to work. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, man, watch the boot.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Breeze now to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. going to pull it out and keep it himself. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again. Third down here. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to...
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Avery Williamson, his second sack of the night.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big... And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now Breeze. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And that'll bring up second down.
Ready? You ready? Check 53, Mike. Here it comes, here it comes.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Now Breeze. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Avery Williamson in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Ready, yellow waiting.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end, Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready. Get ready. Down. 15, Ronnie. 59. Tackle.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Manning going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Manning. That's complete left side to Shepard. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Touchdown, 49ers! Tevin Coleman, 71 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Manning. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
I don't think there's any doubt that that was not a very good throw by Eli. And, you know, part of what happens is he's a little bit of a slinger, all right? He's going to throw it downfield and take his shots, and in this case, it backfired.
Worth noting, you remember 2007 against the Vikings, 3 pick sixes Manning had in that game, tied for the most in a game in NFL history.
Go study his career. They've thrown the ball downfield a lot. That's where you'll accumulate a few more interceptions.
The New York set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. To throw, it's Manning. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, McKinnon again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's it, baby.
B.J. Goodson there on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. 21. Here we go. Watch that. Hey, gun. 3 down. Hey, team 6.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Here we go. 180. Let's go. Cut his left. Out. 5 down. Stand up in.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Here we go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
They come out here in the eye.
Bring it. Bring it. Check three. Check three. 12. 21.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash and a bit of a tight angle. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, gun. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. 6.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon. 71 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gould with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Manning. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
One final try now for Manning. Looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Richie James, 104 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
60 or 56. Check 56. You got it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Madden. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it.
There he goes, right side. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Manning. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
To throw is Manning. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Lock, lock, lock!
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
I got you.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Black 80! Here we
go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
He's 13.
Double up.
Back. 61, matchbox lights.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tight right. 3 down. Hey, check.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
You can't block me.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Shedding the tackle. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er 1st.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. 2nd down, McKinnon. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though, 3rd and long.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Line in. Come on. Man, I got you.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And incomplete to open things up.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Prescott now. Going for the deep ball. They've got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Pressure closing down.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That sack by Khalil Mack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
27.
Now Prescott on fourth down. Dancing to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Double dog, that's the way.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On third down, a run with Cohen. Well, he'll get this awfully close to a first down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on fourth down.
Check. Fresno. Hey, ball.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson, 35 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field, turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
That's right, baby. They don't want 47.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes tripled.
And the pressure gets to him again. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage of the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the "Be Aggressive" chant behind him, and he listened to it.
He's going to be very close to a first down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Alert, 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 alert. Check 25. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Come on, fellas.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. A first down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
46.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the run. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
I smell fear now.
26.
Prescott will buy some time right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, but now it's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Watch the run.
58, boy. 58. 58, Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Kill.
58, right over there.
26.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here I come again.
6'6", bullet high.
Here I come again. Check.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make someone miss in the open field. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12.
Check nine.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
All day, baby. Let's go.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now Prescott going right side. He has Witten. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. Zooms in for the sack.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong.
And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. They do get 9 there on the dump-off, but it's not enough. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Switch.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
180. 54. It's our time.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Hey, watch the screen.
Trubisky will throw. Steps away. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Red, touch.
Screen. Check 99. Check 99.
Hey, high 7.
They go play action. Trubisky looking for the end zone. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears.
Touchdown, baby.
Allen Robinson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears will extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start on the ground with Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Leonard Floyd able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
27.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Khalil Mack. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift-wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal.
18.
54 is Mike.
Hey, wahoo!
54. Watch 54.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal.
Get him.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This will be caught just inside the 10. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky, and the Bears will add on to their lead. The point after is good, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Prescott to throw it. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton Dix with a pick, and he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game. Long, the pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Hey, 18.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Trubisky lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50. 30, the 20, and it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Yeah, so hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down, but that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. 4 fourth down. Prescott. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Davis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen
pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One last shot now for Prescott. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Badgley now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Ready, blue 80, 125.
Be a long day for you.
Ready, set.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They do not score.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Looking end zone for Jones. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 2nd and 10, Ryan, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Recon, 132 fighter. 51, Tom. Go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got Sanu. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
54, Tom.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Gordon. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Delta!
From the 41, Rivers. Flip, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Hey, Haywood!
Rivers on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 57 yards. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go, baby.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
Let's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
We got this.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And a terrific return there. They're finally able